Tea with Monique is brought to you by Mila Eve Essentials. Visit MilaEveEssentials.com for 100% pure, therapeutic essential oils and other products. Nature knows best, and so does Mila Eve.
I came to work. I came to slay. Countdown to the beat drops. True queens don't play. I came to work. Drag, slay, work, work. Hit the stage. Drag queens don't play. Yeah. Stand up to bullies.
Oh, y'all. I am pushing today. What is going on, Boss Squad? What's up, Jay? How's it going?
Hi, how are you? You didn't do your little dance as soon as we started.
I've been in the bed for the past 2 days. Like literally, my husband had to hold it down with the kids, and I did not care. I was completely bedridden for 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
Today's my best day. As soon as the show is done, then I'm going to go back to bed.
I feel it.
But yes, say a prayer for me. I've been pulling out every oil, every can of turmeric, and every type of lemongrass and everything else. But I'm excited because one of my favorites is here tonight. Everybody knows Kandi Burruss knows how to turn a lemon into lemonade. She is the master at it, as far as I'm concerned. And she has a way of just winning all the time, just constantly winning. So I'm really excited. Boss Squad, show some love for Kandi Burruss as she comes to the screen right now.
Hey,
Kandi. only you would pull me here today for sure. I'm so excited. I was just like mentally preparing myself all weekend. Like, you're gonna be fine Monday. You're gonna be fine Monday. Yeah. So I'm so excited to have you here, Kandi. Welcome to Monique.
Thank you for having me. I finally made it.
Yes, I know. It's been a rough road, but I know you are such a boss. You always have things on your plate. So I'm just grateful that you're able to squeeze us in your schedule.
Right.
And I've always been in awe of you since I was, let me just go back. Since I was a child, not that we're that far in difference, but Escape, you don't even understand. I wish I would have pulled up some pictures and had them to post of me and my cousins dressing up like we was Escape back in the day. Like, you couldn't tell us that we couldn't sing Understanding and everything else. So it goes back way far. So I'm really excited to have you here and to talk about how you turn lemon into lemonade. So Jay, if you have any opening questions, I will just keep talking. So I don't want to skip over you.
Yes. Well, first of all, Kandi, I love you. You're like you are my Taurus sister.
You're a Taurus?
Yes, I feel the energy. See?
Okay.
And that, I feel like that's what drew me to you, first of all, because I feel like we have the same mindset when it comes to business and just how we think and how we kind of move a certain way.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you, because I do know that you guys either just finished filming or still currently filming your OLG spinoff. And I wanted to know, how is it mixing family with business? Because sometimes you hear, you don't do business with your friends, you don't do business with your family. And that is something you have done. And I would like to know, what prompted you to do that? Were you hesitant at first? And how is it working out? Clearly amazing. But
you saying the business of the business itself, or the business of doing the show together?
Well, doing the show together, just mixing it all together with your family. How is that working out for you?
Honestly, originally it was like Todd's idea when we first even began to put the restaurant together, to have a show to go along with it. But obviously it took some time before it all came together. Patience is a virtue. But what I would say is, it's harder to do a show with your family than it is with just like cast members. And I've experienced doing the show with my family before, and we did the ski trip in the past, we did the wedding show, and it's much more stressful in a way, because when stuff goes down, with your family or whatever, it's not like it ends when the cameras go off.
Right.
So I personally, it was certain times that I was like super worried because at the end of the day, when the show airs, I feel like I'm gonna get the blame if they upset with how it
Right.
airs, or oh, why you let me do this, or why, what I mean, all those things. I feel like, the show hasn't aired yet, so I still have a little stress on my chest that
Wow.
when it does air eventually, certain things they're gonna be like upset about, and
Right.
there's nothing that you can do about that. But the one cool thing is because we have, that some of them anyway have experience being on television prior to now. They might make it a little bit better. But like, say for instance, some of my other family members that are going to be more newer to the game, meaning you may have seen them in the past, but now it's like you'll see them way more.
Right.
I don't know how they gonna
Wow.
Yeah, it's not easy for everybody to turn off, when you're doing reality TV. So
Right.
it's like once you've been in that industry long enough, you can kind of turn on and then you turn off, and you're like, whatever,
Right.
But certain family members, I remember just my family watching, and they couldn't turn it off. So I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah.
Right. And then the thing is, it's like, same even with just regular reality period, dealing with the girls, it's like you deal with the drama 3 times. You deal with it when it happens, you deal with it when you watch it, then you're mad again, then you deal with it at reunion.
Right.
It's like 3 times you get mad and mad and mad.
That makes sense.
Yes. So you have this ability to just keep winning. Like everything you do, you win. And I'm just like blown away by it. Now, maybe there are some ventures that you're like, oh, okay, I tried it, it didn't work out. But I don't see that. I just see you winning all the time.
You never see the failures. Nobody ever see the failures because they failed. They didn't come to fruition.
True.
But you only see the things that actually come together and, manifest or whatever.
Right.
So it's like, I tell people all the time, it's like, it's not that I'm not dealing with my own stresses or things falling apart or having to put out fires every 2 seconds.
Right.
It's just that people don't care about that. You know what I mean? Unless they see it on the show.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Like, people never get to see that until the end.
Right.
So it's not that I'm not going through it. It's just, I just and then a lot of times I don't really accept no. I don't accept this ain't gonna work.
Right.
Some people want to tell you, oh, that ain't gonna work. Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
It's the way it's gotta work. Somebody has done it before. We gotta figure this out. Or even if somebody hasn't done it before, it's gotta be a way to make this work. That's how my head until we've tried every single fix or every single solution that we can think of. I don't want to hear it unless we've tried every single thing.
Right.
Yes. Now, when you have those moments, whether it's a breakdown or a meltdown or just you've had enough, whether it's with your family, your team, whomever, how do you disconnect and then reconnect? How do you take time for you? And do you take time for you?
No. I think right now I've been feeling very I would say that I've been feeling really on edge lately. And I would think it's because I've gone back to back to back. I haven't taken a break between shows.
Wow, that's a lot.
Meaning where we did The Chi in the earlier part of this year. Well, first of all, we went from Real Housewives and I went straight to, top of the year I was in Chicago.
Wow.
Doing The Chi. So then it's like you come out of that, get home. I did get a couple of weeks where 1 week or whatever in like May, around that time, May, June, where I went on a vacation. That was it. Normally we try to take a couple of vacations out of the year, but it didn't happen. So I had like one, and then I went straight into, we were trying to do, what was it? Real Housewives again. Yeah. No, not Real Housewives. Excuse me. My bad. And the other show that I can't officially name.
Okay.
Right.
Officially show until they say it's okay to talk about it. So we went to another show, then went straight from that show to now we filming Housewives. And so I went and I literally stopped filming on a Friday or Saturday and started back filming on Tuesday. It was no break. It was no, oh, you got time out. No. So it's like I didn't really get a chance to think about what I want to do, what type of things I got going on, this and that. And like now I'm like I said, we're filming this Housewives. Then I have to do pickup interviews for another show.
Yeah.
Then I got to fly to LA to film on another TV show that I got a guest starring role, a guest role on.
Period.
That being said, it's like, okay, 3 shows are happening this week, and I got to do Monique. I still got to make Monique happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So my point is, it's like I don't always necessarily get time off, and I think that makes me this kind of sucks, but I think it makes me to where I'm not necessarily forgiving of others who be like, "Oh, I need a day off," or "I need a." I'm like,
Right.
"I ain't get no day off.
Right.
I ain't get no time off.
Right.
You need a day off." That's me.
Listen,
I
yes.
have no mercy. Excuse me. I don't have no mercy for nobody who's, feel like, "Oh, I needed a break." Oh my God. I had to deal with that the other day with somebody that I was working with. I can't say the project. And they talking about they need a day off. What you mean
Yeah.
you need a day off?
And then you add in the kids and the husband.
Right.
That's a whole nother, ballpark, because the kids need their attention when they want it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
And like you said, your husband, you got to tend to your husband. My kids, we have to get, even when I'm not off, I don't have no morning babysitter. Like my friend, she helps us with the kids when we're out of town or I'm going out of town. You know what I mean? But if I'm in the city, it doesn't matter if I had something to do the day before. I still got to be up at 6:45 a.m. to get the kids ready for school.
Yeah.
So that's why when I say to people all the time, I don't really sleep a lot.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
Right.
I don't suggest it, but yeah.
I need to send you some Me Leave essentials so that at least when you do go to sleep, you'll get some good sleep. You'll get really good sleep. I'll reach out to your team and I'll tell them I'm going to send you and somebody's going to need to set it up for you and just turn it on when you go to bed and you'll have the best sleep ever. It's like if you're only getting 4 hours of sleep, it'll turn that 4 hours into 8. Like it puts you into that REM sleep really fast. So
well, Kandi, I do have a question. I know you said you haven't had time to really think about what you want to do if you were to relax, but what is a day or week of relaxation in your eyes? Like, what does that look like? Is it just staying at home with your family, doing a quick vacation? Like, what is a relaxing moment for Kandi? Because you're so busy.
Well, my most relaxing times, I would say whenever I'm not working, I just like simple stuff. My favorite thing to do is simple. Get my nails done. Right now, I haven't got, you see this broke nail right here? She's been out of town. She's out of town. So anyway, my favorite thing to do is like if I'm able to get my nails done at home, not on the go. And what I mean by that, she's coming to town. So tomorrow I got an interview day. She got to do my nails on set. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if I have a couple hours at the crib, and we can sit up and gossip and she do my nails and we get our laugh on. I love that. And I love when me and Todd just catch up on our favorite shows and just sit in the bed. And hopefully we can sleep, we can stay up through it, because otherwise we'd be knocked out by the movie is through. But that's like simple things.
Yes. How important is it to have a spouse? Like your husband, Todd, he's so team Kandi, and it just seems like y'all just vibe together at every cause, So how important is it to the people that are listening? who want to venture off and start a business, who may be married and have children, how important is it for their spouse to be a part of the venture and be a part of the team in a supportive way?
Well, I used to always pray for a teammate. You
Yeah.
know, when I was younger, when I was single, honey. I used to always pray for, like, I would love to have a teammate, meaning, yeah, it's always good to have somebody you're in love with or whatever. But if you got a teammate, which means I'll go hard for everything together,
Yes.
it's amazing to me. So I'm thankful that I did get a teammate. But if nothing else, somebody who supports you in your dream. Meaning, I've been in relationships before where the other person was successful or whatever, but they're used to people always catering to them, coming in to make sure, you know, taking time off of their job just to hang out with theirs.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I needed somebody who's also cares about what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to make happen. And I don't have to drop everything to go, you know, just tend to what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's good when, especially as a woman, I think, to be able to have somebody who supports, pushes you, sees your potential to do more, instead of just, you know, just be like, oh yeah, you good. You could just stay at home. Oh, what you tripping off of? Just chill, you know. Nope, that's not what I want.
Oh my gosh. Now, I know in the past watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, Riley has brought to your attention that maybe you're doing a lot and, you know, you need to be home or, you know, be home, be mom. How has that changed, or has there been adjustments to make the kids feel like they're more a part of whatever's going on, or do they still feel the busyness?
Honestly, I think my kids are used to it. Riley be talking that mess, but the thing that I find to be so funny is she always says, "Yeah, you know, when I was younger, you didn't even do all that." And I'm like, "Did you really think that I wasn't working when you were younger? I was working when you were younger too. You just don't remember that because when they're young, they just so happy to see mama when she come in the door, happy, you know, like, you know, we doing everything. I still make time to do things with them, you know what I mean? So it's just all about figuring that calendar out that, okay, if I have to go to the game in the morning, then I go off and do something else in the evening. You know what I mean? You just figure it out. So you just make sure all those things happen. But in Riley's eyes, is now that she's an adult, she's just like, you everywhere all the time. You just stay working. You ain't got time to do nothing. You know, I'm like, girl, bye. And now that she's in school, and she wants me to work, because even from the time she was like, I'd say definitely middle school, you know, when she was like, I'll be like, well, you know, mommy has to work to get you the things that you want.
Yeah.
She's like, mommy, don't you need to go to work? You know, you need to go to work because we need some more stuff. Like, you know, Riley's about her coin, honey. She like, honey, we need these coins.
That's hilarious. Hold on one second. JMW, I thank you for the super chat. I love y'all, Monique and Kandi. I look up to you all business savvy modes. Y'all give me so much hope to own my own bakery. Yes, keep pushing.
Sure. Keep pushing. Yes.
And then DJ Richie, a super sticker. Thank you, DJ Richie. Thanks for watching.
Oh, what's up, DJ Richie? I like him.
Yes. What's up, boo? Yes. He said, just take all my coins in the collection plate for this conversation. Yes. Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. So, Kandi, you are the definition of turning lemons into lemonade. I wish I could stay inside of your brain, because I feel like some of the things you do and come up with, nobody thinks about doing them. And especially you turning negative situations into positives. For instance, we all know about the whole dungeon thing, and you turned it into a widely successful dungeon tour, which I was upset I was not able to go to because I was underage.
And it was so lit. Oh my God. Oh my God. We had so much fun.
And I just, you know, and this is me being truthful, if I was in that type of situation, my mindset wouldn't even be business mode. And the fact that you were able to turn something so crazy into a money-making business full of positive, so many people enjoyed it. Have you always been able to turn on a switch to where anything negative that has come your way, you've turned it into a positive and also get a profit off of it? Have you always been that smart? Like, that's
Well,
crazy.
I mean, okay, so I would say, first of all, I vent through my art. You know what I mean? So, meaning with the dungeon situation, we turned that into a whole burlesque musical concert. You know what I mean? Or the thing with my mama and my husband was all that drama we was having before we got married. We turned that into the play,
which is in my DVD collection with the soundtrack.
Well, thank you. Yeah, those are just two examples. Or, so a lot of the songs that I used to write back in the day that had, be talking about dudes that I used to date.
Yeah.
And profit off those situations. It's not that I plan to do it that way, but that is how I vent in my art. But in that last particular situation, I mean the one that you named, as far as with that whole situation, you got to remember that, especially now we're in a social media age, right? And people can put stuff out there, whatever, and it will stay on your name. It will stay on your name. Yes. But the only way you could fight negative publicity is by adding the positive publicity. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, if you're going to pull up that dungeon situation, you're going to pull up the concert, you're going to pull up the party, you're going to pull up everybody having a good time. Right. You know what I mean? Because all those things happen, after the bad situation happens. Right. So, when you do the Google search, more, you still going to see people having fun. It won't be as just attached to that negative situation. So, yeah, you just got to find a way to regroup and to push past the negativity and to put a different spin on what other people try to put on your life.
Yeah, yes. I love that. Now, is the dungeon tour ever coming back? Because now I can finally go.
Yes. Well, the crazy thing is, we were going to bring it back, but then the whole pandemic situation happened, and then I got super busy. So, we have been looking at venues for next year.
Okay, no pressure, but pressure, because I want to go.
Oh, it's crazy. It's fun though.
Oh my gosh.
Cindy, thank you so much for the super chat. Cindy said, I absolutely love Kandi. Like, my friends know that there is no Kandi slander around me. Laugh out loud. You're inspiring. Just know that. Love you too, Monique. Thank you for that. Thanks. Yes. So if you could give the people watching 3 must-haves or must-dos when approaching a new business venture, what would those 3 things be? As far as like, for someone who is just trying to enter into a new realm, maybe they don't know much about the business, but they have the passion, Okay. What would you say would be 3 things that are like, you have to do?
Do your research first and foremost. I always like to research people who have done similar things, find out their backstory, and find out how they got to where they are. So even though that's something like really simple, a lot of us don't do that. But the reason why I say to do that is because they help you, motivate you even more to realize that if they did it, then I could do it. Because a lot of people, their stories are not exclusive. Meaning, if somebody, the lady who was inspired to make Spanx, it's like, now she just did this $1 billion sale or whatever. And so it's just like, okay, well, how did she start Spanx? What did she do? How did she get it going? And it just shows you where somebody can start and then where they can go. Secondly, before you even say the name or anything that you like or that you want to try out loud, don't hashtag it. Don't do anything until you get the web domain and get all of the social media pages and tags or whatever. If you are not able to get those things, you might want to pick a different name. Meaning, sometimes that name might be already taken. Right. And you never know how big your brand could get. Don't look at it as, oh, well, well, it's another whatever out here. It doesn't matter. We both can no, because how your brand won't get so huge. And now these people are pulling their sales from you. They're getting all your hits online, everything, because you're basically pushing that person's brand. So make sure you have a brandable name that you can trademark. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I would also say, as far as don't tell yourself something is too expensive or talk yourself out of an idea before you look up, how much it costs to do that particular thing. Meaning, how many times we see so many people be like, "Oh, I would love to have my own fragrance line or my own this or my own that, but I don't know, it's going to cost too much."
Yeah.
They always do that. But it's like, okay, well, how much is it going to cost? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, but I know it's going to cost a lot. How do you know how much it's going to cost? Like,
Mhm.
don't you do that. Don't you say that to me. Don't come around saying nothing like that to me
Right.
until you done your research. Maybe to buy thousands of them, it might cost a lot, but you never know. It may not cost that much just to get your, a small quantity, and then you could just build off of that. You know what I mean? Or maybe one part of it, maybe you have to get your first part of it first, so you can find out, okay, how much does it just to get, get the logos done, get this, and then you slowly build until you can afford, whatever you need to get.
Right.
Yes.
So stop talking yourself out of your own idea because you done told yourself how it can't be done. Like, stop doing that. That is, I can't stand that. Like, when people that work with me and have worked for me, when they try to tell me, "Oh, that's gonna be a lot," how you know? Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
We can do this. Like, I don't care. Like, we can make this happen.
That's a good point.
So, because a lot of times we basically defeat ourselves before we even try, and that's annoying to me.
Yes. Yeah, I can't stand people that will just talk themselves out of anything without even taking the first step. It irritates me. I'll try to hang in there with you for a second, but then it just repels me. I just like
Right.
I can't.
And everything is a build. Everything is a build. Like, you can't expect, you're gonna have 1,000 followers tomorrow, right? So how many people you see that be like, "Oh, I want to start a blog," or "I want to start this," or "I want to start that," but they fall off because, well, it's not that many people watching. You think everybody was gonna start watching the next day?
Yeah.
You think all your people was gonna start following you overnight? Like, what did you think? It's a build. Like, it's a whole. You got to hang in there for this whole thing, the momentum to get going.
Yes.
Right.
And be consistent.
Absolutely.
Consistency
is key. Oh my goodness. Natasha, thank you so much for the super chat. Kandi and Monique, I love you ladies. Please give me advice on advertising, marketing my natural hair care line. It caters to both women, men, and children. My daughter went bald. Now it's 18 plus inches now. I use only my products on her hair. Well, you just marketed yourself just now.
Also, you gotta Google ads are a must, just so to get a quick video. People that they underestimate the local commercials. Local commercials in your own city. Like, you can get Comcast commercials that play during Love and Hip Hop, but they may only play in the city of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I did when I was promoting when we first did the play, meaning A Mother's Love back in the day when we was doing it in Atlanta. We only was doing it for 1 weekend, but we have like 2 or 3 weeks that we had ran commercials on Love and Hip Hop, and we had ran commercials during Real Housewives of Atlanta, but they were only playing here in the city, and we only spent like $1,000, $2,000 for them, but thousands of people live in, or like 1 million people may live just in the Fulton County or whatever, hundreds of thousands at least. So you think those people saw that commercial play during their favorite show, and they think it's playing across the country in their mind. So because they saw it, they're like, "Oh, they must be doing it big. Okay, let me check this out." Website, you know what I mean? So you have to really pay for marketing, pay for commercials, social media influences are good too, all that.
Yes, yes.
Those
And
good
tell us
advice.
about how you have made it to Broadway, because I just Candy, you just never stop.
Well, I got a dream, man. I really want to get the EGOT, meaning Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I'm gonna
Love
keep
that.
going at it until I get each one of those things. Well, anyway, the opportunity came up for me to become a producer on the play Thoughts of a Colored Man, which is in New York City right now. We are killing it, and I need y'all to come see it. Okay.
Yes.
But I'm super excited. I was super excited about the show. The script was amazing. The cast that's been put together for it was amazing as well. And it was just a great opportunity to become a part as a producer of the show. And that was actually through my agent introduced me to the team that were doing it. And so we sat down, we had a conversation to find out if me becoming a part of their team was something they would be okay with, as well as what I could do for the show to make it to be even bigger and do what I need to do to help push it. And it worked out. So,
Wow.
yes.
I love that for you.
Yes. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Listen, onward and upward. And I was actually going to ask you, what is your goal? Like, what is your major goal? But you just said that's what it is, the EGOT.
I
So
love that.
Dream.
everybody has, yes, everybody has something that they're
few people.
able to do.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very few people that have ever done it. You know what I mean? But you never know until you try, right?
Right.
Yes, and you will. You will. I have no doubt.
You got it. Now, I do know we are about to end pretty soon, but Kandi, I have one more question for you.
Ooh.
Okay. Now, I have been following you for years. Hopefully one day you'll follow me back. But listen, putting it into the atmosphere. But also, when I first found out that you were doing your restaurant, I was extremely happy. And the first weekend of December, I will be in Atlanta to try Olg. And I want to know, what should I go and try? Just throw something out. What should I get? Oh, okay.
So let me say, at OLG, you're gonna be pretty much safe on anything you want to try because the food is
okay.
But our best seller is the fried chicken, collard greens, macaroni cheese. It's called Aunt Bertha's fried chicken.
Okay.
You can do whatever size you like: mac and cheese, fried chicken, and green beans is what I normally like to get. The salmon bites I absolutely love as an appetizer, but then you have to try the fried deviled eggs because it's one of those things where you're not getting them fried everywhere. So you have to try them at OLG.
Okay.
So that's the thing. And then to me, oh my gosh. Food, because there's so many things that I love there.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing, I had Whoopi to try this. The peach cobbler bread pudding. Oh my God.
That's
You
so it's mixed together.
You need it in your life. You need it in your life.
Okay.
And and this is another thing that I love, but we don't put it on our menu this way. But we have our appetizer. It's called the Olg Wings, which is like more of like a grilled wing with the sauce and it's bomb, right? But the way I like to do it, I like to get the fried chicken wings with the Olg sauce.
Ooh.
Bomb!
Okay.
Bertha put me on that, and I have not wavered since. Okay, I love not just like I love the Olg wings, but when you try it this way, you be like, ooh, that put a different spin on it. It's good.
Okay, yes.
Mary said the peach cobbler will bless you.
Yes. Shout out to Mary, who I know she loves you, Kandi. So I'm so excited that you're here. And Mary obviously has had the peach cobbler pudding. So yes, but listen, we normally do an hour show. We're going to end it early tonight because like y'all know, Kandi is booked and busy. And also, I need to get back into bed so I can keep recovering from whatever I'm trying to shake off right now. But thank y'all so much for coming out. We do not have tea with Monique this Wednesday. We had it today instead. And then the following Wednesday is no longer as well. We will be back December 1st. So y'all will miss us for 2 episodes, but it's all good. We'll see y'all December 1st. But thank you so much, Kandi. Yes.
Yeah. The thing that I love about it is that you consistently do it on Wednesday. That's what we used to do at Candy Coated Nights when we used to do it online.
Yeah.
Do Hump Day Wednesday was our thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So I love that. Yeah.
Yes. Every Wednesday. But look, we switched it up for the queen. So
Yes.
yes. Well, y'all have an amazing week. We will see y'all back December 1st. Thank you again, Kandi. Y'all know where to find her. If you go to her profiles, you'll see all of her businesses. I have never in my life seen so many underneath somebody's profile ever in life, but I love it. All right. Thank you so much. Y'all have an amazing night.
Bye.
Bye.
Trap slay.